Okay, so I'm going to talk about some books today, but first I want to explain to you my camera troubles. And this is my camera. It's a Canon Rebel T1i as shown here. And it's a pretty good camera. I can't complain. Let me just scoochy over here. Oh, so great being centered. Anyway, I dropped it a couple weeks ago and now it's broken. It's on autofocus right now, but if I try and autofocus it, let me click down the button so you can hear. It doesn't work. Whenever I try and put it on video mode, it freaks out and stops. Sadness and anguish, but I am just gonna have to find a new camera or buy a new lens or do something. Or keep filming with my iPhone? I don't know. Back to the actual point of this video was me talking about books. And I'm gonna do a video about series that I've finished. Typically if I like a story, I will go out and buy the rest of it and finish it within like a set time period. So a lot of these, that's what I did. So the first series, this is a trilogy I finished, is the Existence series by Abby Glines. And I don't have the second book with me, and the third book I believe is e-reader only. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this was not too amazing. It's not like quality writing. I'm just not even gonna review these anymore. This next book is something I had to read for a book signing because I was going to meet the author and I was like, I have to read that series. And it's Unearthly by Cynthia Hand. I met this author. She's so nice and wonderful. And this book is signed. Let me show you really quick. Oh, I'm sorry, this is still on here. And it won't come off, so I guess it's staying there. But yeah, it's average series. It had a love triangle and it didn't sway the way I wanted it to, so I guess I may be just holding a bit of a grudge about that, but it wasn't terrible writing and it wasn't a bad plot, so I guess I'm just being facetious. Facetious was not the right adjective to use there. The next series is one that I just recently finished. Excuse me, camera, can we keep over here, please? It is the Wither series by Lauren DiStefano. I don't know how to... This is the third book because it's the only one that I have at my house currently. Because my friend's borrowing the first one, the second one was a library book, and so here's this one. This was a trilogy, and this was... Okay, the series itself was fantastic, but it just... The next is kind of a given. It's the Hunger Games series by, you know who this is by, I'm not even gonna, do you know who it's by? You are not truly a booktuber unless you know what the Hunger Games is. But I have this whole trilogy. I bought a box set. My friend is currently borrowing Catching Fire, so Hunger Games and Mockingjay have been alone on my shelf for quite a long time. So yeah, I really liked it. I'm hardcore Team Gale. So it just makes me angry sometimes when I look at you, but yeah, amazing plot. I need to reread Catching Fire before November, which probably will happen. This next trilogy is something I also read to get signed for the book Thingamabob, and I ended up really liking it, and it's the Eve series by Anna Carey. Might I point out that Anna Carey is precious and I want to hug her. She's perfection in a human. Anyway, this was amazing, and I know there's like really mixed reviews about this. It's kind of like a generic, there's a disease type plot, but it's also signed, and I thought it was really good. I loved the main characters, and just altogether, nice plot. We're jumping back into generic land. I finished the Twilight series. This was something I read like middle school, so this actual book is from a box set that I got like a year ago because I borrowed my sister's books when I first read this. And I used to, camera, do you mind? I used to obsess about this series. Like, before all the movies were out, I think I didn't see Twilight in theaters, but I saw New Moon through Breaking Dawn Part 2 in theaters, and literally every single time a trailer came out, I was on the floor like screaming with like the 12-year-old I was. Camera, I'm about to stab you. I'm about to stab you. Do you understand? It's like sliding slowly. This is bad. Is that better? I don't know. Now it's gonna be weird if I jump cut. Oh well, okay. The next trilogy is something that I don't have the first book of because it's being lent out to a friend, but it's the Delirium series, and this is the second book, Pandemonium. Personally, it was my favorite in the series, so I guess I'm not too angry about not having the first one to show off, but I love this series. Again, with the whole love triangle thing, though, it went in my favor, though, so vindication of all the feelings. And love this plot, love these characters. Alex. If you've read this, you know what I'm talking about. I highly recommend this. If you haven't gotten your hands on Delirium yet, do it. Or actually, I recommend you don't, just because of the pain and feelings factor. But, so bittersweet about this. It's amazing, but it broke my heart. So if you like books that do that to you, go for it. Last is a trilogy that I don't remember when I read. It's been a while. I'll say that. It's been a while. And it's the Shiver trilogy by Maggie Stiefvater. I'm debating about whether I should make a sarcastic comment about her name or not, because it literally translates to stepfather in German. And people pronounce her name wrong, and I'm just like, girl. And anyway, this was a good series. I absolutely love the main character, Sam. He's so cute. He was just perfection. Oh, sweet perfection. The only thing I wasn't too fancying was that all the font colors were different colors. You can't tell, but this is actually blue font. And the second one's green font, and the third one is red font, and that was kind of irritating and headache-ish, but it was seriously a good plot though, and 10/10 would recommend. Okay, that was kind of a joke. It's not that amazing, but yes. Good series, lovely cover. Do you see the wolf? Do you see the wolf? That's probably Sam. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna put that down now. Getting crazy. It's been a long day. Can you tell? I don't know. It's been a crazy day at school. Do you know what my school's doing? I'm not even gonna go into that. Like, they're all paranoid about our senior pranks. So they're not letting us bring our backpacks to school. Like, what school does that? Mine. I'm not gonna start ranting about how ridiculous my principal is, but it's just, I don't, Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to hopefully get something done about this little thing. I'm gonna see if it even takes pictures anymore, because that might be the only thing it's good for. It doesn't autofocus. Let me try and manually. It doesn't manual focus now either. It's getting stuck. I hate my life. I'll probably shouldn't do that then. Thank you again. Goodbye. Well, look at my nail polish. Is that not pathetic? Note to self, don't pick up my nail polish during class. It'll look like this whenever you do your videos.